What's up, people? All right, so on Friday, the credit default swaps for Deutsche Bank went up like crazy. What is that? Real quick, credit default swaps is kind of like insurance against a bank not being able to pay. So they got really popular after 2008, and basically they indicate how much trust there is in a bank. When there's a lot of trust, those are very cheap. If they get more expensive, the people issuing credit default swaps don't trust the bank anymore. So long story short, Deutsche Bank isn't as trustworthy as it was before, at least to people issuing credit default swaps. So that doesn't mean they go bankrupt or anything, but there's a good bit of chatter about this. So how is this relevant, and what does this mean for people interested in Web3 and all that? So Web3 is coming out of the idea of decentralization and the decentralizing of power, right? And this is tying to the concept of a blockchain, because a blockchain is coming. Now you will find this comical, hopefully. I find it very comical. But a blockchain, Bitcoin, the first one used for currencies, came out of the financial crisis of 2008. So because banks couldn't do what they promised to do back then, someone said, hey, let's have a system that doesn't rely on banks. Okay, so this was Bitcoin. And now we have not the same problem, really not, but a very similar problem in that banks have their money tied in places where they can't get to it, and if people want their money, banks won't have their money. That's basically what's happening. And so the answer to that remains the same, decentralization. And like decentralization can look a lot of different ways, but one way is to like spread things across different banks to spread your risk, that sort of thing, and that's happening naturally in any market. However, we can also draw the conclusion from that we may not want to have banks altogether, or at least we don't want to have them that much power over our money, which is where decentral technologies come into place, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other cryptocurrencies. So if Deutsche Bank tomorrow goes bankrupt, which I won't go bankrupt. If it can't pay because the money is tied in the wrong places, which has been happening to like Silicon Valley Bank and all the others. So if that happens to Deutsche Bank tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday, or the following days, then I believe we will see a surge in the interest in decentral technologies, because they are the most adequate answer to such a problem. And that's in the technology, because it's decentral. So there's no centralized power that can stop it or that can like dictate things. Sometimes people talk about how governments want to like forbid cryptocurrencies and whatever, or like make it illegal. China tries this every year. It's not working, okay? You cannot forbid or make something illegal that is not centrally controllable, like the internet or decentral currencies. So anyways, long story short, the current events with the banking system tie to cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies are a natural answer to that dilemma. All right, here we go.